Hello, hello, hello. Happy Wednesday, everyone. How are we doing? Good to see you all in chat early. Thank you so much for being here. Got a fun night tonight. Really fun night. Justin Gold, first of all. Justin, if you're here already, buddy, I haven't seen your name in chat, but major thank you. Sent me this blind. Let me get my crap off the table here. I got my phone ready to go for Super Chats tonight, so hopefully we're going to be good. You know what? Hang on. That light is angering me, and I'm OCD, so hang on. That better? That look better? Better? I move my fat ass. That's better. Good enough. Good enough. Justin, thank you. So what he sent me is 4 blinds here. So 4 blinds, and these are all picked by the group that he's a part of. So the North Carolina Bourbon Society all picked these. So I'm really excited to get into it. You know, they're all going to be store picks, so it could literally be anything. You know, I don't know. I don't know what they picked, but North Carolina Bourbon Society, he told me they have some pretty good picks. I mean, stuff that he's proud to pick. So I'm excited. Let's see who we got here tonight. Andrew Buchanan was here bright and early. Thanks, buddy. Trev Wilson saw you too. Whiskey Rye the Bourbon Guy, how are you? Guy Davis, poor guy. Guy's having some Instagram troubles. He got hacked on Instagram, so there's 2 Guy Davises now. But there's only 1 Guy Davis. Only 1 Guy Davis. Richie Z, good to see you. Any drink goes. How you doing? What's up? How are you? Let me get a little pour of something here while we're talking, chatting. I'm going to go from the infinity bottle tonight. So I almost never go into this just because, I don't know. This was my first infinity I made, and I don't even know what's in it. Now I just keep adding to it. So, yeah. Brian Butler, how you doing? Christopher David, good to see you, brother. Peter White, Zeb Taylor, Ian Hall, James Coffey, how are you? How are you? Wheels in the house. Oh, sweet, sweet whiskey. What are y'all sipping on tonight? Hope y'all had a great Memorial Day. You know, got to finally spend some time with family, maybe? Possibly. You know, I hope so. Yep, got to get those strong passwords, guy. You're right about that. Ryan Ainge, get your shat off the table. How are you? So, I'd say my infinity bottle is majority Old Granddad 114 and Michter's American. Those were like a couple of the bottles that had more left in them, so there's some 1920 in there. There's just been a lot of like end of bottle kills, you know. Knob Creek Rye Pick, very nice. Very nice. I'll leave this on the table. Good. Let me get these poured. I don't know if these are going to be high proof, not. Oh, goodness. No spilling coming out of that. So 4 samples. Let me just also say, Justin also sent me a 1981 Wild Turkey 8-year 101 proof. I haven't tried that yet. You know, I'm waiting until I have a fresh palate. I'd like to maybe do a write-up on that. Maybe a video and a write-up. It's only an ounce though, so I'll have to control myself and just do a little bit. I'm only doing half of these because if I love one of these picks, I'm going to want to savor the rest. Pikesville 110 bottle kill. Ooh, Peter's not messing around tonight. Andrew finally found a Stag Junior. Awesome, man. Was I reading it was batch 13? Is that what I read earlier? Batch 13, man. That's some good stuff. I love batch 13. Ron Valiant, how are you doing? Love the Old Force 1920. So Ron is first time in live stream tonight. He welcome. He just joined my Patreon. Good to see your name here, man. Glad you could make it to a live event. Happy to have you anytime. Batch 13, Andrew got awesome. I love that stuff. Will Gressel, how you doing? Will Gressel says you're in for a treat with these samples. Oh, so do you know Justin? Do you know what these samples are? Because I have no idea. He wasn't messing around with this key. He stapled both sides shut, so I can't see anything. Could be anything. I know, Ian. So for tonight, anyone who every $5 in Super Chats, you're going to get a chance to win a store pick sample pack. So you know, I'm loose with what you guys want. So if you something you want to try that I might have too, I'm happy to substitute out or whatever. So just let me know. Oh, Will says he knows Justin well. Well, I know Justin's got quite the bourbon collection. So I'm telling you, man, he's been talking up your guys' North Carolina Bourbon Society. So I'm excited, really excited. It's a good palate warmer. You know, good palate warmer. Ian Hall. I was reading OG Brick and I saw Ian Hall. OG Brick, how are you doing? Trev, that'd be great if you could. I don't know if you still have the link to the little spreadsheet thing or not, but that'd be great. Otherwise, I can just do it as I go too. I have it up, so if I see you're typing it in, I won't bother. But by the way, Trev, your samples should like be to you by now or really, really close. So I sent them out a while ago, but snail mail right now with everything going on. You should be getting them any day, if not yet. There's Justin in the chat. How you doing, man? Thank you so much for hooking this up. I'm excited. I also got to mention Justin was also the one that sent me the sample of the Wild Turkey Bottled in Bond 17 year. That bottle is on another level. I was amazed at how much I really like that. I mean, a bottle that's almost $200. It's like you have to really, you got to be careful. You know, you got to be careful because I mean, you can get so many good bottles for the equivalent of that. But that 17-year Bottled in Bond. I mean, I think I said during my review I would pay up to $200 for it, and I mean, I look at that like I look at like a BTAC. You know, if you see a BTAC sitting on the shelf for $200, you're gonna buy it. Most of us would, at least. You know, so it's no joke. Thank you so much, Uncle Buck. All right, I don't want to fry the palate before we get started, but I'm a little sad. Jason the Mash and Drum is not going on after me tonight, but he is going to be going on tomorrow at, I think, same time he always does. But him and Rare Breed 101, David Jennings, they're going to be talking about the brand new Rare Breed Rye. Man, I saw Rare Breed 101 posted he got a bottle, or I saw his picture. He's going to do an early tasting for patrons, you know. But I don't know if he hooked Jason up with a sample or if Jason found a bottle. You know, Ohio, he's all on top of Ohio's distribution. Once they get stuff, he is all over it. Oh, Ryan, I just saw your comment. You're Mash Bill number 1. Cheers, buddy. Yeah, Ryan said I'll get the ball rolling tonight. Trev Wilson, don't bother putting me in the drawing. I already have some samples coming from last week. Yeah, it's been, honestly, such a struggle for getting sample bottles to do, like, giveaways and stuff. First of all, you guys know I'm a hoarder, like, as far as samples go. So, like, these samples here, I might not drink it for so long because I'm scared I might want to have it sometime, you know? So I know I'm not alone in that. I had probably 100 sample bottles with half left, but I finally got some 1-ounce sample bottles and some 2-ounce sample bottles, but they're almost gone now. So I'm gonna have to start just drinking samples. I have to start drinking samples. But thank you, Ryan. Mash Bill. Nick Foles says Chris going extra innings tonight. Might happen. We'll see. We will see. You can go long tonight on your live, Richie said. Richie's always a bad influence. There's no reason to really shuffle these because it's a sealed thing. I don't think it's necessary. I thought about, honestly, opening the key right away and looking at it and seeing if I have any of the same store picks, because what I want to do is compare how these store picks stack up to other store picks, you know? I think that'd be really fun too. So maybe at the end, if we get time, I'll grab some of I put a lot of them right here, store pick bottles, and we'll see, we'll see how they compare. Let's go into the first one. This one looks dark. Holy cow. Now think of all the store picks out there. Drink them in order, Justin said. All right, you've got it. So right now they are 1, 2, 3, 4. So he said drink them in order. This is dark though, and this is sticking really well to the side of the glass. I can't really see color from this angle, but this looks darker than the rest. It's beautiful. Oh, already smells lovely. On the first nose, it smells lovely. I'm getting a lot of like oiliness coming through on this for some reason. Will Henderson, cheers. Cheers, brother. One of these days, Will, you're going to hit. You're going to hit. All right, looks like Trev Wilson is on top of the super chat, so thank you, buddy. Really appreciate it. Do you guys want me to try to guess like distillery and age and proof and all that stuff too? I mean, I know it's their store picks, but I can try if you want me to. I don't care if I look like a fool. Any drink goes. Thanks for the awesome reviews. Keep them coming. Regina and I just started our YouTube reviews. Nowhere near your level. Well, the first 100 subscribers is honestly the hardest part, brother. I'll check out the channel for sure. Glad to see you're jumping on. Anytime you can share the word, share the word of whiskey or spirits, I'm more than on board. Travis Stone, cheers. Cheers to you. Initial impression on this smells like I'd say like a Russell's. Like, it's giving me kind of a turkey profile initially. It smells really nice. I don't know. Is it turkey? Like, this is for some reason, my mind is taking me to like when I toured Wild Turkey, walking through their rick house, it's taken me there a little bit. James, thank you so much. You're in, brother. It smells really nice. It smells really nice. It honestly, it's almost got a little bit of a funk note to it. It smells like, it's got some proof too. It's just got a little bit of rye kick and a little bit of proof too, so. Well, it tastes really good. So for the Russell's picks I've had, this tastes different than that. So I'm not convinced on the palate it's Russell's. But I've probably only had 5 or 6 different Russell's picks, honestly. And I've always said Russell's picks seem to be the one that have the most variance of everything. So this has got a great nose, though. I mean, this is I'm getting a lot of butterscotch, a lot of rye spice. It smells lovely. The palate was really good, too. I don't know. There's a lot of oak coming through. I have a Camp Nelson A Russell's pick that gives me oak like I get on this. I get kind of like what I describe as like a kind of a funky oak note. And it's slightly reminding me of this, but my mind is just set on Russell's probably. So it's probably not even a turkey product. This is why we don't guess. Travis Stone, cheers, brother. Thank you so much for the super chat. All right, let me get a sip. We'll move on. We got to go back through these, so I can't drink too much first time through. All right, let's go into number 2. Rust Belt, how you doing? Yes, you do, Wheels. Ooh. This is a very unique nose, this one. This is almost like a cinnamon bread note coming through to me on this. It's almost candied. This is like a candied nose. I don't know how to describe that. It's not really like anything I've ever, like that distinct note I'm picking out in it. It's definitely very candied, but it doesn't have this kind of sweetness that one had. Yeah, a lot more sweetness oak balance, I think, on one. This leans more towards like rich baking spices, which I love. Cool runnings, how you doing? And the Whiskey Explorer. You gotta guess, he says. I know, Jeff, but that's all right. Like I said, I don't care if I look like a fool. This is all training. This is all training purposes. Oh, Jeff, it's today we're doing store pack giveaway. So store picks that I have locally to me. We'll do a sample pack, and I said if you want to try something different too, I'm happy to switch out samples for you too. So, this is definitely one of the most unique noses I've had on a whiskey, but it's not bad by any means. Ooh. A lot more astringent drying oak on that. Dang, these both taste old. These first two taste old. What can two be? Store pick with that much oak. It doesn't drink near as hot as like a Knob Creek Single Barrel Reserve. You know, my mind is kind of thinking it's a really unique like Woodford pick, like a Woodford double oak pick maybe. But there's way more oak in this than I typically get in the Woodford picks that I find, at least. I prefer this to Woodford picks that I've had, at least. Nick Foles, I can do that. Make sure you remind me because I'll probably forget. You know. You know what that might be? That could be a Barton pick. Because it doesn't have that like super creamy vanilla. You know, it doesn't have that super creamy vanilla that I associate with like a Woodford Reserve pick. Sherry Ellis Freeman, hello everyone, my first time here trying to learn a thing or two about this bourbon world. Oh, you're in the right place. This is everyone around you in chat right now. They'll tell you anything you want to know. Any questions, throw them in chat, please, because this is the community. You might even get a sample or two from someone, you never know. Brian Butler, $20 super chat. Thank you, brother. Cheers, love store picks. Keep up the great reviews. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. It means a lot. Really does. Jacob, how you doing? Good to see you. 3-1 odds there's an Eagle Rare pick in this lineup. Buffalo Trace usually sticks out to me. So if there's an Eagle Rare pick in here, I mean, hopefully. Who knows? Who knows? I like that astringent oak I'm usually so off-put by when I get that note on here. But that's drinking really nice. Like, I really like that. Hank Butts, I'm back! I feel like I shorted you last week trying to learn the ropes. Never, man. Listen, super chats are never required, guys. I hope you know that. Like, before I was asking for super chats and I wasn't giving anything back to you. Now I want to at least give you like a sample pack or something you can win to do it. So, you know, it's better to be sharing. So that's why I'm starting to do this more. So, as long as the sample bottles can keep coming in from Amazon or wherever, it's fine. Don't let Chris lie to you. He's an expert. No, Andrew, I'm not. Jason is an expert. I just love whiskey. I sip it on camera. All right, I gotta take a break on 2 because I want to keep drinking that. It's so unique to me. I don't think I've tried anything like that before. So, but maybe it's like possibly a bottled and bond pick, 1792 bottled and bond pick. The more I try it, I'm not getting any banana notes at all. So, I don't think it's an Old Forester pick. I don't think it's a Woodford pick unless it's a funky one. You never know. Never know. All right, let's go to 3. Boy, these all have great color, though. Making me want to move to North Carolina. This, once again, gives me like a Barton profile. I just talk myself into stuff when I try everything back to back. Yeah, this reminds me of 1792 foolproof picks I've had, but it doesn't have the burn on the nose, at least. A little bit of sting there, though. Cletus asks if you had any New Riff store picks. Yes, I have a New Riff store pick actually right behind me here. The single barrel bourbon, I think it's still too young. You know, the proof's nice. The flavor profile is there. It just needs like 3 more years to me. So New Riff in a couple of years is going to be really, really good, I really think. So, legit whiskey reviews. How you doing? Another brand new channel that just popped up I see on Instagram. So, thanks for coming in, man. Good to see you. Gotta let these open up a little bit. First time through, they always open up. Second time through, hopefully we can get more out of them. Wheels asked, do you prefer port or sherry finished whiskey? You know, Christopher David in chat has actually recently turned me on to some port finish stuff that I've really liked. So it's tough to say. It depends. You know, it really depends. Like Angel's Envy port, I'm not a big fan of, but I don't get a huge port influence on that. Finished whiskey is really hit or miss for me. If it gets to the point where it's like drying out the palate, which a lot of port tends to do for me, I don't like it as much. But I'd say in general sherry because I have more of a sweet tooth. Every time I think sherry, I think like Ardbeg. You know, like with the sherry barrels they use for that, and um, what's the other one? Oh, Redbreast. I love Redbreast cast strength. That's some good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, I mean, New Riff is going to be good. Like once their stuff's of age, once it's come of age, it's gonna be good. All right, let's give this a sip. This nose is confusing me a little bit. Ooh, the finish on that is wow. Finish on that gave me an explosion of sweetness. Usually it's opposite. Usually it's like the front of the palate. I get that really, really sweet, sweet bourbon notes. Back of the palate, more oak sets in. This was like it hit the back of the palate, an explosion of sweetness. That's good. That does not drink that hot though. I mean, that's sub 100, I would say. So I'm trying to think, like, I'm sure a lot of picks that you may have included I don't get here at all. But like my main picks I'll get, you can see behind me, like Four Roses, Elijah Craig picks, which Elijah Craig picks, that's something to think about. Oh, it could be possible. I love Elijah Craig picks. Some of them I've had. Oh, so good. DH Silv, how you doing, Dustin? Dustin put a review on Discord the other day, and it was wonderful. He actually submitted it to Distiller app, whatever it is. I said, hey buddy, anytime you want to write on the website, let me know what bourbon you want to review, and I'm happy to have you write on there. Uncle Buck, what's your biggest disappointment or overhyped whiskey for 2020? Oh, good question. That's a good question. You know, I feel like this year's just so thrown off with everything. I don't know. I really don't know yet. I'll have to think about that. You know, that'll be included, I'm sure, in my whiskey awards at the end of the year. I'll put that in there for my most disappointing releases. I'll have to look back. I mean, I haven't tried it yet, but what I'm guessing is going to be the most disappointing is Weller Single Barrel, because I'd rather they just give me some Weller I can actually try. I mean, 107 shows up like once a year here. Special Reserve I've never seen a bottle of. You forget about getting Weller 12 unless you're at a lottery. So I don't know. I mean, like the single barrel, sure, it'd probably be good, but there's no way it would live up to the hype, especially like secondary when it hits and everything. So we'll see. We'll see. Ian Hall and Zeb Taylor, cheers to store picks. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Appreciate it. I don't know. I was off on a tangent about something. I'll have to think about that, Uncle Buck. I really will. That has got such a great finish. I love that flavor. That could actually be an Elijah Craig pick. Dustin, thank you, buddy. Hey, no, thank you. That was some good stuff for real. Yeah, every Wednesday, right before Jason, I go live. I can't wait for tomorrow. Now, I'm working tomorrow, and Jason's going to be trying that Rare Breed Rye for the first time. I'm going to have to probably watch from work. I do that a lot. Like, honestly, I just watch on silent, and I just see lips moving. I try to turn on closed captioning, but YouTube subtitles are just horrendous. Awful stuff. Awful stuff. That's good, though. All three so far are good. Not a bad one yet. I mean, that's got dessert qualities. Dessert qualities were possibly something Brown-Forman. And that's got some funk. But, I mean, it's like good. It's good funk, of course. All right, let's go into 4. This is another dark one. This one's sticking really nice, too. Whew. All right, that one's got a little bit of proof. That's got some proof on it. Proof or rye spice? That's the question. But this is so dark. I mean, this is dark. Awesome legs, too. A lot of sweetness coming up for me on this. Some baking spices. Again, more oak though. You know, I think all 4 of these I'm getting a lot of oak. So I think you put some aged stuff in here, honestly. Thank you, Trev. Mm. Hmm. That drink's more like a double oak to me, for sure. Yeah, like there's a lot of oak in that. This doesn't nose like a double oak though, but the palate's got more of that creamy vanilla. Boy, that's good. None of these like punch you in the face with proof, you know. So like, I don't think there's a foolproof pick in here. I don't think there's like a Jack Daniel's barrel proof in here. Usually those like burn the tongue so bad. You never know though. You could have got just one of those barrels, you know, that just drink smoother than they normally do. Bourbon buddies, how you doing? Good to see you. Okie baby. Legit Whiskey Review says Baker's Single Barrel has been the biggest disappointment. That's a good one. You know, when I first opened the bottle, it was included in my best single barrel like Battle of Bourbons I did. I really liked it. When I tried it like a week and a half, 2 weeks later, whatever, when I filmed like round 2, it had dropped off big time. I went back to it for a written review I did, and now the bottle's almost halfway gone. It's not any better. You know, it's not any better yet, but people I've read on like Reddit or other places, they say it's really like it's an up and down journey with Baker's single, you know, the new bottles at least. I was a big fan of the wine shaped, you know, Baker 7 they had before. You know, I really liked that one. It was like the couple bottles I had, both of them were like a cinnamon apple pie. That's exactly what they taste like, and it was awesome. It was actually like one of the first bottles I ever bought was Baker's. I don't know why. Price point, not that good. You know. Do any of these have the uncommon creamy oak notes? They're all honestly like creamy oak, but it's not to the point of like a like wood. When I think of a Woodford double oak with that kind of creamy oak, or like a weeded something really like weeded, you know, that gives you that creamy oak too. It's not to that. How's your state with easing restrictions? So she extended now to like the 15th of June, I think, but stuff is starting to trickle back open slowly, you know, following protocol and whatnot. Yeah. Ryan Tarpey, how you doing? Patrick Fulmer, thanks, buddy. Not many store picks in my area, but the ones around have been worth it. I mean, honestly, when you talk store pick price versus the shelf bottle, it's usually worth it. You know, like for me, Buffalo Trace picks are like $29 for the bottle, $32 for a pick. It's worth it, you know. Jack Daniel's store picks are the most common in Tennessee. That's awesome. I mean, it makes sense, I guess, location-wise, but that's great. I mean, that's great. Especially the Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof, man. One of the most underrated whiskeys. Doesn't get talked about a lot. Woo! Alright, I'm going to work my way back down now. This nose is nothing like a Woodford Double Oak pick. Not anyone I've had, at least. This is the thing about store picks, though. Like, all of these could be completely different than what I'm guessing, and it's single barrel, so you don't know. You know, all I've tried are individual single barrels of the things I've had. But I'll tell you what, every one of these is really good. North Carolina gets some good juice. I know, Dustin. I know. And Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof is one of those whiskeys that I love drinking in the summertime. Like, I just throw a cube in a glass and put a decent amount of Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof in it. Even when it's watered down, it still's like 100 proof. So, I have never actually had the Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof Rye. Or Single Barrel Rye? Single Barrel Rye. Is it barrel proof? I don't know. I haven't had it. Yeah, just the normal guy, just the normal Knob Creek 9-year 120 proof is great. I don't know. Maybe this is nosing a little bit like a Woodford Double Oak. The more you drink, this is supposed to get easier. It's like when I golf, the more I drink, the better I get. Maybe it's the better I think I get. That could be an Old Forester pick, too. It's reminding me of Old Forester picks I've had a little bit. Because it doesn't... I don't know if it has enough oak and creamy oak for being a Woodford Double Oak. I don't know. It's... If I'm guessing now that I think about it, I'm thinking 4 is an Old Forester 90 proof single barrel. But it's a good one. I don't know why I did that. My water's right here. All right, let's work back to 3. I love this nose. I love this nose, whatever this is. Anyone moved on to pour number 2? Justin, I gotta know, did you pour like this this lineup here for yourself too? I know you know what they are, you know, so. Honest Charlie says Jack Daniel's Beer Proof is banana Laffy Taffy sometimes. Yeah, one that's been like lit on fire on your palate. That's for sure. Nice, Ryan. You gotta get that food in. I'm in Michigan, Hank. Michigan, the great white north. It's not that north. Not that white either. I have not, Wheels. No. Ooh, Bone Snapper Rye. I've heard good things about that one. Jack Daniel's Single Barrel is 94 proof. Okay. Oh, the rye, yes. Oh, thanks, Zeb. That's nice of you. Appreciate that. Oh, Hank, you're in North Carolina too. Hey, keep an eye out for those North Carolina picks, man. Good stuff. Oh no. Poor Justin had a nasty charity chug he had to do tonight. Then pulled out the Litchfield cast strength from last year's release. Nice, man. I am that white, Dustin, I know. It's the lighting. It's the lighting. Whew. That finish. That finish is really, really good. I'm thinking I think that's an Elijah Craig pick. But that's an Elijah Craig pick I want. Man. Alberta Dark Ride was the shit chug, he says. Oh, no. I'm sorry, man. Oh, you poor thing. Hang in there. Whiskey Explorer says, do you think you'd do a best rye video? I actually did. I did my top 5. I don't remember what it was. It was like top 5 budget ryes, or I think it was budget ryes. And then I did an episode following up to that to best budget ryes blind tasting. So I found out what my true top 5 was. People don't really like watching ryes though. Yeah, I shouldn't say it, like it got like 5,000 views now, but in the beginning I thought it might be one of those episodes that would blow up. It really didn't. You know, I don't know why. Maybe because it's rye, not bourbon. It was a lot of fun though. I love doing the blind and stuff I thought would have been number 1. Like I had Wild Turkey 101 rye. It's still one of my favorite ryes for when I know what it is. But I did it blind. I think it came in last, honestly. But Donald Rance, how you doing? Good to see you. Oh, no problem, Joe. All right, let's go to 2. I want to save a little bit in each glass because got to pick my order of what I like most, and then we got to save some to try next to store picks I might have. This is like a candied... I don't know. It's almost giving me like runts. You know, like candied runts. When I think runts, though, I think banana. I think about the banana runts. And I can convince myself that there might be a slight banana note to this, but not... it's kind of like the rest of the pack. It's the rest of the pack of the run. It's not necessarily the banana. So I don't know. You know, sometimes Barton gives me a slight banana note every once in a while too, so. This is tough, Justin. This is tough, man. You can make this easy on me. These are all hitters, though. Hitters. Vito. You're damn right. You're damn right. How you doing, Vito? Vito, I love your happy hours, man. Believe it or not, like, I sit there and I watch those. Usually I'm at work when you do them. I sit there and I just watch them, and I usually just look at your beautiful face on silent because I can't have the audio on at work, but I just watch you. And I try to read subtitles as I'm working and stuff, but man, keep doing those if you can. I don't know if you're getting, going back to work or what's going on now, but we're starting to return to normal a little bit here soon, so thank you so much, Whiskey Explorer. I appreciate that. Hey, for sure, man. I for sure will. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Uh-oh, I just got an Instagram notification that Justin just sent me a picture. Can I look at this? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't look at this yet. I won't look at it till I know. Till I know maybe I can. Because maybe it's a picture of the bottle or something. I don't want to see that, so I'll wait. El Loco Coco says, are you an engineer? Are you talking to me or are you talking to Vito? I'm a pharmacist. A pharmacist. Yep. I would buy every one of these picks without question if I walked into a store. I don't know how it works other states, but like my main liquor store I go to has a lounge attached to it. So anytime he gets a store pick, he lets us try it before we buy it. I don't really need to because I know I'm going to buy it anyway usually, but free whiskey. So I don't know if a lot of your stores let you do that or not. Some stores do, some don't. It just depends. No, OG Brick. No. God, don't even start that with me, okay? OG Brick says, can you fill my prescription a few days early? No. I'm putting my foot down. It depends. Most of the time your insurance won't even let it go through till 3 to 5 days early. But if it's a controlled substance, not happening. No. No, no, no. Tim, how you doing? Good to see you, Tim. I've been talking back and forth with Tim a lot. He says, is Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Proof from the shelf worth it, or does it need to be a barrel pick? Good question. For me, it depends on the price near you, but it's probably cheaper than Michigan. $60 in Michigan, I would pay that even for a shelf because it's so versatile. Summertime is one of the best summertime whiskeys because of that reason. If you want a cheaper alternative that's still really good, I would go with like Old Granddad 114. For half the price, but I'll pay cash, he says. No. Oh, I wish I could prescribe whiskey. That'd be great. That would be great. Legit Whiskey Review says we do 2 days at the earliest. Yep. C2s, it's 2 days early. That's what it is. Dustin says, Jack Daniel's barrel proof picks aren't better, really. So I've had one Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Proof that I can say is actually substantially better than the shelf. I mean, I've only had one bottle that wasn't a store pick, so I can't speak too much to it. Like, I try to get the store picks, obviously, but a place called Happy Harry's in South Dakota, and boy, was Harry happy. It's some good stuff. Really good stuff. Jamie Williams says pharmacists probably have some of the best hangover cures. Not really. I mean, the most important thing is to like caffeine the next day to get yourself up and going a little bit and help the headache. Caffeine helps with the headaches too. Hydration though is the biggest thing. Ibuprofen, hydration. Fun fact, never take Tylenol while you're drinking or after drinking because it will literally destroy your liver. Shout out to almost 100 of you in chat hanging out on Wednesday. Thank you so much, guys. Cheers to all you. Chris Frazier, you're not late. You're just on time. I'm getting more photos sent to me from Justin. Yeah. I'm not looking, man. I'm not looking. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Thank you, USMC Tech. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Gatorade electrolytes is good. Yeah. Pedialyte's good. Honestly, Gatorade's good. Powerade's good. Anything that's just gonna help hydrate you. You know, really. You know, honestly, I think he worked highest proof to lowest proof. That's what it's tasting like. So I'm gonna get. I'll just guess for fun. You know, I don't know. Don't. Those are barrel stickers. Okay, I won't. I won't. Thank you for telling me because I probably would have. All right. I think this is a Russell's pick, which is phenomenal. What is that? What is that? That could be an Old Forester pick, too. No. It's drinking more like Barton to me. That seems like a Woodford pick now. This is tough. All right, that's my order. I don't know. You know, Woodford's really low proof too. I'm gonna go with a Woodford double oak pick on that. So I think it's a Russell's pick, Elijah Craig pick. I don't know. A Barton, a bottled and bond pick maybe, a single barrel pick maybe, 1792, and Woodford double oaked. I'll say. Holy crap. I don't know. So after this, we'll try some picks I have next to them, and we'll see how it compares. Yeah, 1792 is my guess, but I don't know. I don't know anything. All right. Oh, my. I didn't get a single one right, I don't think. All right, number one. Number one is a Magnus pick. Wow, I've never had a Magnus pick before in my life. So, really good though. Really good though. Called Strawberry Kisses. I don't know if I can show pictures on here. Let me see. You probably won't be able to see it on the camera very well, but I'll try to pull up some pictures too. Strawberry Kisses. A Magnus pick. No, never had a Magnus pick. Thank you, man. Trying whiskey you've never been able to try, it's a learning experience. You know, so now hopefully I'll be able to pick that out someday if I ever do it, you know? Or try it. Strawberry Kisses. Probably can't see it too well. Literally, it's like a mouth with a bullet in it, it looks like. Just under 13 years on that Magnus. These all drank old. Like, they all did. But that's some hitter. That's a hitter, man. I get the price. I get the price point, but that age, that definitely shows through. All right, number 3 was my next choice. Oh, okay, so this is only the second time I've ever had Smoke Wagon. Skin that Smoke Wagon. Smoke Wagon pick. Only my second time ever. Well, that's new riff. Hang on. Oh, where is it? Did you send a picture of the Smoke Wagon, or am I just drunk and not seeing it? Come on, come on. These bottles, I'm sorry, I'm looking at these stickers that he sent me, guys. It's great. Great stuff. You're fine, buddy. No pick on the Smoke Wagon one, but that's fine. So again, Smoke Wagon, like I said, I've only had one other time. So I have virtually no experience with Smoke Wagon. But it drank so sweet. The back of the palate sweetness, you know, it's probably that MGP. Whew. That's some good stuff, man. Curious what the age is on that, too, because it doesn't drink as old as one, for sure, but the sweetness on that's really, really good. Really good. Number 2, my next one. A Peerless pick. Peerless Bourbon? Peerless Rye. Bourbon, I think. This smells, this was the astringent oak one I described. Which is crazy because Peerless is young. It's a ringer. It's a ringer, Peerless pick. Sticker game, man. Sticker game is all... It's half the battle, man. It is half the battle. Peerless Bourbon confirmed. Skin that smoke wagon. See what happens. Sticker game on point, man. I'm telling you. I need smoke wagon in my wife. I need smoke wagon in my wife. And in my life. Because ADHD Whiskey sent me a sample of the Diamond Jewel, I think it was, last blind. That was another one that placed like top 2. So, delicious, man. And okay, so this is 13-year MGP on the Smoke Wagon. Smoke Wagon does not mess around. Holy crap. Even, I'm surprised I really liked the Peerless Bourbon as much as I did. Again, another one I've only had 1 or 2 other times, probably. But at the distillery, when I tried their normal, like Peerless Bourbon, the small batch, so disappointed. I mean, it tasted youthful. This has got to be still like that, 3-4 year age for the bourbon. Jason, how you doing, brother? Zeb Taylor, thank you so much, buddy. Really appreciate that. Good to see you, Jason. Jason, I was talking about your live stream tomorrow, man. I'm already pumped. Like, I'm going to be working, but I'll be watching. I want to hear your initial impressions, you and David. It's going to be some great stuff, man. Did you get a bottle or just a sample from him? That's what I want to know. All right, number 4 was number 4. Okay, so I was right on this one. Finally, Woodford Reserve Double Oak. Happy Little Barrels. And no picture of this one, he said. But this, not till really the second time through did it smell like a Woodford Double Oak pick. But on the palate, it finally did, you know. You know, I think I tend to like Woodford picks that drink older. Some of them are so, like, creamy, rich oak. But this isn't as creamy of an oak note as I'm used to with Woodford Reserve Double Oak. Which is weird. Like, it's funky in my mind because I'm so used to associating that with that bourbon. But I really, really like it. Really like that one. Oh, he's got a picture of the... All right, hang on. He's got a picture of the Woodford Reserve Double Oak. What? Allow replay. Keep in chat. All right, my things. It's making me discard the photo. Let me see if I can just show you guys. Happy Little Barrels. Got the paintbrush and everything. Can you see that picture? Do you guys know who that is in that picture? I know you guys know who that is. Happy little barrels. Happy little barrels. Fantastic, man. Coming to you for sticker design. For real. Great stuff. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for hooking me up with these. Awesome. This was a lot of fun. I got to try some stuff I have not had before. You know, I've never had a Smoke Wagon single barrel pick and a only one other Peerless bourbon pick, and then the Magnus. Never had a Joseph Magnus single barrel pick. So thank you, man. Bob Ross, yes sir. Wow, is that a picture of me? Trev says. That's great stuff. Honestly, I love doing blind flights. I love it so much. One of my favorite things. We still got to do this giveaway, so I'm saving a little bit of time here. Justin also sent a picture of a New Riff pick they did. I want to show you guys this too. I don't know if you can see it. Whose face is that? That's what I want to know. Wrecking Ball. A Wrecking Ball pick. Oh, good stuff, man. Good stuff. North Carolina Bourbon Society. How about that? How about that? You know what? Should we bust open the wild turkey like a little bit, dude? Just a taste, because I really want to try that sample. I had a 90. Oh, what was the year? 94, 84. I think it was an 84 split label sample, and that was one of the best things I have ever had in my entire life. I'm not kidding you. Like, that was top 3 bourbon I've ever had. Ugh, no! Freaking bar table. Be the death of me. I gotta get a fresh Glen for this, so. Just a little taste. I'm gonna save some for later. But I gotta try this. So excited. I just was able to acquire Wild Turkey 17-year, not the Bourbon Bond yet. I'm working on it. But the 17-year first release from the Master's Keep. Also got a couple 94, 80 proof Wild Turkey bottles. Some Austin Nichols bottles. Oh, baby. I'm so pumped. Woo! Brian says, why the F does this thing not go up to $5? It doesn't really? It doesn't let you change it up to more? YouTube's constantly trying to hold us back, man. I'm telling you. Just have to send, like, as many of the $4.99s as you want, I guess. I don't know. That's weird. Really weird. All right. 1981. Wild Turkey. 8-year. 101 proof. Other than that split label... Oh, no. ADHD Whiskey sent me a 73 Jim Beam. Oh, the color on this. I gotta save some. Woo! Wheels says he'll send a proof over here that's a pick over here that's 123.4 proof. Of what though? Of Jack Daniels, or what kind of pick? Oh, save some of that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Whiskey Explorer says, do you have cigars with bourbon? No. My wife hates it when I smoke, so I try not to. I really try not to. You know, maybe like once a year, honestly, is what I've done. So the Bourbon Junkies are definitely better to recommend something for you for that, honestly. They're doing, you know, cigar pairings and whiskey pairings all the time, so. All right, gotta cleanse the palate a little bit. Man, that flight was awesome. It keeps telling me I need to get Smoke Wagon. Like, I need to get more Smoke Wagon. All right, so the color on this is like liquid gold. I mean, not a huge amount sticking. Whiskey that old, though. It's a local single malt. Oh, okay. There's that funk. There's that funk. Okay, that is the Dusty Turkey. That is the Dusty Turkey funk. And I mean, compared to the split label even, I mean, this is over 10 years older than that. This is much stronger. In that Wild Turkey funk, you know. That's got to be the best. It's the best funk though you can ever experience, because it's not like a lot of times when I describe whiskey as funky, like modern day whiskey, it's almost like it's musty oak or something kind of like off-putting, and this is not, like, to me this is not off-putting at all. The proof is like jumping out of the glass too. I can't imagine Jimmy Russell back in the day walking his happy ass around the rick house and like pulling barrel proof dusty, modern day dusty turkeys out of the barrels, man. Oh my gosh. That's the dream. Like, it makes me want to start my own distillery, like my own blending company, and like just start laying barrels down. Just to be able to do that, like leave something in the barrel that long and put my name behind it, that'd be incredible. Nice, Spencer. Dustin, all right. Have a good night, man. Dustin's usually up till like 3, 4 a.m. I don't know what's going on. Have a good night, man. This smells wonderful, though. So different than modern day, like 101, but so lovely. So lovely. Oh. Bloody hell. This is probably like $700 bottle on secondary now. I don't know. You know, I'm new to the older turkey like pricing market, but between 500 to 700, I would say. Justin can confirm. There's just nothing like that these days. You know what I mean? It's just the mouth coating you can find in these these older expressions, the split label, this, it's unbelievable comparatively, you know, like it just puts modern day whiskey to shame. I hate to say it, but 101 proof whiskey is not low proof by any means, you know. But to get a mouth coating that good, that rich, I'm usually needing 120 plus and old. Like older whiskey, like B-Tech, you know what I mean? Like a George T. Stagg that's been aged that well, or this is just. Will says he can get 80s decanters for $230 to $250. That's not too bad. That's much more reasonable than I thought. Okay, time to start doing some shopping. Sorry, honey. Any drink goes had a question. Oh, what's a store pick? Oh, good question. So store pick is where a liquor store or group of people, or even like a bar or restaurant, they go and pick a barrel, sometimes either at the distillery or the distillery will send samples to them of multiple barrels. They try it and they determine which barrel they like most. And then at that point, they purchase that barrel from the distillery. Once they purchase it, then they can bottle it up. You know, you get a couple hundred bottles or more or less depending on the proof point. And you know, it's going to be that bottle. So say you do a Russell's pick, Russell's Reserve pick. You're going to get the normal Russell's Reserve label on it, but where things get interesting is people want to put their own stickers on it, kind of make it their own, you know, like the stickers I was just showing you. So like the North Carolina Bourbon Society, they put some awesome stickers on their bottles, and all of a sudden people want these bottles a lot more. Not just because of the stickers. I mean, clearly, like tonight, that's all good stuff. I mean, they're all good picks. So when the product you're picking is good, that helps you even more. I mean, you begin to earn a reputation of being a good, you know, group of picking people, whether it be the store, the person, the group of people. So it's great. Oh, Nick, yeah, I got to grab the knob. Oh, where is it? Where's the knob? All right, let me enjoy this first. I think my knobs. All right, I'll look for the knob off camera. Talk amongst yourself. Oh, that was easy. It's right here. Woo! Ah. Oh, this doesn't have a sticker on it. This one doesn't. I don't know where my other one is, but I've got another one that has a sticker on it. That funk is like unmistakable, though. He's a knob gobbler. That funk is unmistakable and it's delicious. I could see a lot of people would not like this whiskey, given that funkiness, honestly. But when that funk, that older, dusty funk note, like connects with you, it can cause a lot of problems. A lot of spending problems. Mm. Mm. Mm-mm. Mm-hmm. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I would pay money for you to wear that on stream, Jason. The Knob Gobbler costume. Get out of here. Mm. All right. All right. You guys mind hanging out? Should I do the giveaway first? I know a lot of you are just hanging out for the giveaway, but freaking Knob Creek wax, man. We'll drink some knob first. We'll gobble some knob first. I always make such a mess when I do these live streams, and I don't clean it up till like the next day. Mm. Knob Creek has got to be the worst for getting bottles open. Well, that or like Willet products with their Johnny Drum and their Pure Kentucky, because it's every time I think it's a cork and it's a screw top, gets me every time. Ah, good lord. That's a disappointing. Disappointing. All right, so for those of you that have had Knob Creek single barrel picks, let me know right now what you think about them. In general, what do you think about Knob Creek picks? Let me read this one specifically. Barreled on 10/22/12 and bottled on 7/3/18. So we're looking at just under 6 years. Is that math right? Yeah, just under 6 years. Floor 7, rack 48, tier 2. So, you know, these are about 6-year picks usually. So it's pretty standard. Most are good. This is 115 proof, which is great. T Green, how you doing? Good to see you, brother. This has got to open up a little bit. Now, keep in mind, I just drank a 1981 Wild Turkey 101 8-year. So this is going to be a drastic difference in every category. It's rye, you know, not as old. It's new, not old. The Spencer Mad, the bourbons are 120 proof, but the single barrel ryes are 115. Yeah, that's right. So with Knob Creek rye, I tend to get a kind of a funky, again, there's that funky word, funky oak note, or like a musty oak note. So we'll see if that comes through on this pick at all. The 9-year like cast strength Knob Creek, I get that big time. Even my normal small batch rye, I get that too. So this is giving me dill more than normal for me. Brian Butler said I don't get dill with Knob Creek. That's funny you say that, because I literally just got it for some reason. And I don't either. That's why I'm saying that. Normally I don't get it. I get a lot of really nice balance of rye spice and sweetness. But this is almost has a, think of like the crushed up dill, I don't know what you call it, flakes or whatever. You know, that's kind of what it's reminding me of. Oh, Willet's got huge dill. Huge dill on a Willet. Yeah, this is nowhere near that amount of dill note. This is not nosing 115 at all, especially for being a fresh crack. This is the 6th pour of the night, though, so keep that in mind. Let's be objective. I get precisely 0 dill on Willet. What? Willet bourbon or Willet rye? Because Willet rye, I get dill on. Especially blind. Woo! There's a berm. That's good. That is good. There's that sweetness though. It's not there's a little bit of that oak note I described, but it's not like the musty, funky note. This is way sweeter. A lot more sweetness on the front end on this. You know, this is theoretically like a barely legal rye. I think it's disclosed actually. It is a barely legal rye, 51%. So this is so friendly. Like if you are new to rye whiskey, or you don't know how you feel about rye quite yet, like you're kind of on the brink, but you love bourbon, do it. Do it. All day, pull the trigger. This bottle is roughly the same price as like your Knob Creek bourbon picks. So other states about 40 bucks, 50 bucks here. At that proof point, and especially if you're a person that uses rye in cocktail primarily too, I'll use like single barrel rye in my cocktails too, because I like a lot more of that like whiskey flavor to come through, you know, in my cocktails. So yep, 115 proof, Will. The Knob Creek cinnamon note comes through. A lot of Jim Beam. A lot of Jim Beam, a lot of Knob Creek picks in general. That cinnamon is prevalent for me. Ryan, thanks, buddy. Drink more bourbon. You got it, bud. You got it. Yeah. Andrew, that could be... I mean, there's no rumors of this other than me wanting it, but they've now announced the Old Forester Single Barrel Bourbon. The only logical thing is to move to a Old Forester Single Barrel Bourbon Barrel Proof Rye. Oh my, Barrel Proof Rye. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Come on. Yeah, buddy. Yes, they will. Yes, they will, Ryan. Joseph, how you doing? Good to see you, brother. Thanks for coming in. Happy Wednesday. What the hell are you all doing here? It's a valid question. It's a valid question. How does it compare to Whistle Pig, or does it? I personally, as a rule of thumb, general, I like this over Whistle Pig at $30, $40 less, depending on how much you get it for. Whistle Pig is Alberta rye, and most Alberta rye is good. I just don't. I prefer either like an MGP rye or other distilleries. Alberta's good. Like, it's got really nice sweetness. It's got more earthy notes than an MGP does to me. MGP rye is a lot sweeter usually, for me personally. I should say back end sweetness. Alberta's still sweet up front, but and more earthy in general. Yeah, Nick Foles, a question: how much is this bottle for you? Because I would probably, I mean, I'd drop a good chunk of change for this. I mean, given the proof, 6-year rye. I mean, that's what Pikesfield age, Saz's age. Whiskey Explorer, I have not. He was kind enough to get me a Lot 40 cask strength, and it was one of the better ones. I still haven't cracked it. I'm trying to work through some bottles first that I've had open a while. Do some, get some bottles killed. It's a tough job. It's a tough job, buddy. And that one, I know once I open it, it's probably not going to stay around long. So I'm trying to put it off. I really am. I did say it, Patrick. I did say it. I love a sweet back end, he says. I had to, yeah. It had to be said. Adilio Samuel says on Instagram Live, Jackie said cask strength barrel proof rye not in the cards anytime soon. Didn't completely rule it out. Just don't hold your breath. Good to know. Thank you, buddy. That's good to know. Yeah. And you know, like the thing is Old Forester rye is so new. They didn't know how the reception was going to be. You know, if people hated it, they probably would have just either done it short term or maybe a one-off, or just not made much of it. But now I guarantee they're laying down a lot more Old Forester rye now that it's been so successful, it's been received so well. So maybe 5-6 years from now, we'll get that barrel proof rye. You know, be nice. I'd be happy to do that, Whiskey Explorer. I could definitely do that. Don't even say Yankees in front of Jason. mm. Mm. Boy, it seems like every time I open a new bottle, it's like, oh, I gotta get more of those. I gotta get a backup of that. I gotta get this. I gotta get that. This would be a good one to do in some like near barrel proof rye flights though, because I think this would hold up really well. It's got the sweetness and the flavor profile that I really like and stuff I've been drinking lately. So got a couple new bottles I'm really excited about. Thanks to wonderful Christopher David in the chat, helped me acquire these. Tumblin' Dice single barrel. I was able to try a single barrel one time of Tumblin' Dice. It's MGP, you know, it's barrel proof MGP. This is 110 proof, single barrel proof, so I'm pumped about it. Pretty decent price too, like $55 I think it was, I want to say. But I told him, I was like, man, I need more cast strength MGP in my life. Like, I need it, so. Another one, finally got my hands on, is the Belmead Cast Strength Bourbon. So this is going to be included in the Battle of the Bourbon series we have coming up very soon. I keep saying that, and it keeps getting pushed back with everything, with work, with family. I've got a couple of them filmed already, but I not all of them, you know, so I can't do it. I can't do it all yet. On Patreon, once again, what we're going to do is I'll let you all jump in on the bracket challenge, and I'm going to try to organize it better this time. So the bracket challenge on Patreon is all my patrons can fill out a bracket for Battle of the Bourbons, and whoever chooses the most right, they'll get a 4-pack of the final 4, whatever it may be, and I'll get it sent to you. That'll be fun, you know, that'll be fun. Yeah, Belmead again is just cast strength MGP. Like, you cannot go wrong with that ever, so. All right, let's do the giveaway here. Trev, thank you so much for locking down all that, man. Really appreciate it. Sorry, I'm just reading a message from Justin, and this is very important. Sorry. Okay, we're good. He asked me at the wrong time. It's about a bottle, so. Z-Man, thank you so much. Appreciate that. I like the cognac finish Belmead even more, Ryan says. Boom! Just got that one, too. Oh. Yes. This is some good stuff, man. This is one of the best Belmead single barrels I've had, is this one. Oh, yeah. That's some really good stuff. All right, you know what? We'll do 2 sample packs tonight. Why not? I was gonna just do one. Hopefully I'll have enough bottles to do 2 sample bottles. We'll see. Let me pull this back up and we'll grab 2. Thanks for all the love tonight, guys. Really appreciate it. How many we have there? Yeah, that's some good stuff. All right, here we go. Thanks again, Trev, and thank you so much to all of you for being here, hanging out tonight. Awesome stuff. All right, we got 22 entries tonight. So we're going to do randomizer 1 through 22. And we'll do 2 numbers for you. Random 1 to 22. All right. Third press is going to be the winner number 1. So winner number 1 is number 5. I can barely see that. I'm sorry, guys. Number 5, Brian Butler. Woo! Congratulations, buddy. Major congratulations. ADHD Whiskey, how you doing? Good to see you. Everyone, real quick. On Instagram, ADHD Whiskey, or Bardstown Bourbon Company put a video out, I guess, about the world's best whiskey taster, whatnot. ADHD Whiskey is in the contest, and he needs love in that Instagram post. So I know it's tough, but if someone on mobile can maybe post a link to that or something, I don't know. Instagram is only mobile, really, not really desktop too well. So, but you guys need to all go over there and say ADHD Whiskey is the man. He's a boss. He needs to win it. We've already given our love over there. So if you don't win that thing, man, I don't know. Who else are they going to choose over you, honestly? Brian, congratulations, by the way. First winner tonight. I've got your info, so shoot me an email either way, please, with your address, and I'll make sure it gets to you, because I don't want to forget. So, all right, winner number 2, number 21, which is Ryan Ainge. You are on such a hot streak, man. You need to go to Vegas. He's won sample packs in like at least 2 or 3 of my things, and I think he won one on my Patreon too or something. Awesome, man. That's great. So Ryan, I already owe you samples, so I'll throw in some more for you. Ryan says pick again, but all right, I'll pick again, but I'll still send you samples too, because I won't have to pay shipping separately, so I'll still send you some extra samples. Next number is number 22. Whoa! That's Z-Man who came in at the last second. Wow, thank you so much, man. Z-Man. Now, your info I probably don't have, so if you're still in chat, please send me an email, bourbinsane@gmail.com, with your address, where you want it sent, and I'll make sure they get out to you, all right? Thank you all for bourbinsane@gmail.com, Brian. Or just a message on Patreon, something that I'll see. You know, something I check, so. Will Edwards, thank you so much, buddy, for the super chat. Really appreciate that. Hey, I wish we could all go see Jason right now. We'll have to see him in spirit. Tomorrow, though, make sure you all go to his live stream. I think it's, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, Jason? I'm sorry, it's Thursday. But he's going to be trying the Barrel Proof Rare Breed Rye. I'm excited for that. So excited for that. I hope it lives up to the hype. It's one of those whiskeys I'm putting on a pedestal. I shouldn't, but like I'm beginning to like fall in love with Wild Turkey is the problem. So Nick Foles asks ADHD Whiskey when's the next live stream. So ADHD Whiskey is right in the middle of moving right now to a different state out of Michigan, away from us. 8 o'clock tomorrow, Jason says. Okay, good. His is at 7 tomorrow, Andrew says. Okay, 7 or 8? Oh, 7 Central. Okay, 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock Eastern, yep. Matt moved away. It's sad, but he, he's doing what's best for his family, and he's still going to be bringing us awesome whiskey content, which is the most important thing. So, Jason says he also has a special announcement for next week. Oh, is it what I think it is, Jason, about a certain something with a certain someone? I hope that's the announcement. I would like to see that too. So make sure you do all tune into that, please. 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Let's all go have a good night tonight. You know, like I said, I hope you guys all had a great Memorial weekend. I hope you got to spend some time with family. Upcoming weekend this weekend, I hope you do something fun. I'll be back next Wednesday, and I actually have another blind flight. I've been doing nothing but blind flights lately, and I'm loving it. Loving it. Maybe? Jason says. Oh, congratulations, man. If that is big time. That is big time stuff. You guys don't want to miss that announcement. Make sure you're there. Next week is going to be a blind flight from Christopher David. He sent me a blind flight, and it's another one. I mean, I know that the man's got some really good whiskey, so it could be literally anything. It was a lot of fun hanging out tonight, though. We got to go a little bit long tonight. I wasn't rushing in the last 2 minutes like I usually do to try to make sure I can jump over to Jason's stream. So, Tim Evans, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thank you so much, Brian. Thanks for the heads up. I appreciate that. All right, guys, go. Have a good night. Kiss your children. Hug your wives. Kiss your wives as you want to, too. That's fine. I'll see you all very soon. I've said it already, but I do mean it. I've got a new series coming up, so keep an eye out for that. I'm hoping for this Saturday, but I'm not making any promises. It might be next Saturday. Okay? All right. I love you all very much. See you very soon. Have a great night, everyone.